In the earlier video, you have learned how to enter the real-time system for the first time using the default system password 1 and user ID 1. In this video, you are going to learn how to create your own user ID and password as a supervisor, and at the same time, delete away the default user ID 1 and password 1. Following that, you will also learn how to create a temporary user ID and password for the rest of your users. First, you are going to create your own user ID and password as a supervisor. Supervisor is the highest user level in the real-time system. At Utility, select User Control. There are already 3 preset user ID and password in the system. The first one with the user ID 1 and password 1 is a default user ID and password that you had used to log into the system for the first time. The second one, user ID RBC, is for support related use, where our support team will be using this user ID and password to log in to assist in your queries. Do not delete away this user ID. User ID ZZ is to allow individual users to reinstate themselves back into the system. If user never exit from the system properly, for example when there's a power failure, they will be thrown out of the system. Use the user ID ZZ and password ZZ to reinstate yourselves back into the system. We shall elaborate more in the subsequent training video. To create your own user ID and password, click Add. Assuming your name is called Peter Pang, enter your user ID, PP for short. There will be a suffix behind at Sunshine, whereby Sunshine is your company's name. Enter your username. And your own password that is only known to yourself only. At user group, click the drop down box and select supervisor, SUP for short. At warehouse, select the default warehouse 1 and department 1 as well. Leave the warehouse group blank. We will elaborate more on the warehouse, department and warehouse group at a later training video. Once complete, click Save. Click OK. Exit from the system. You have successfully created your own user ID and password. Next, delete away user ID 1 and password 1. Highlight on user ID 1 and password 1 and click Delete. Click Yes. Click OK. Next, exit from the user control. We are going to log out of the real-time system and come in again with your own user ID and password. At the top left-hand corner here, click the icon and select Logout. We had earlier deleted away the default user ID 1 and password 1. And we are going to test if we can still use back the same default user ID and password to log into the real-time system. At user ID, type 1 at Sunshine. Enter the password 1 and click Login. The user ID and password is no more valid. Remove away the user ID and password. Enter your user ID, PP at Sunshine. All user ID must be followed by your company's name, in your case at Sunshine. Next, enter your password. You can click this checkbox to remember me so that every time when you log into the system, you will just need to enter your password. Next, click Login. The system will display your default company's name. Click Select. You have successfully logged into the Realtimme system with your own user ID and password. Continue with the next training video to learn how to add in new user ID and password for the rest of your users with different user level rights and accesses. In the next training video, you will need to come to the utility and click user control and click add to add in your new users. If you need help, click on the help button and the system will launch the Realtimme help file. You can read on the help file. You can also watch a video by clicking on this link. Please get ready a speaker or earpiece to hear the narration in the video. At the sidebar here, you can slide it down and skip the earlier topics and go straight to certain parts of the video. You can stop the video or click midway to start again. You can close the video to return back to the help file. You can click on this add button to know more about related topics of user control. Return back to user control. After which, you can continue with the next topic to learn how to set financial period setting. And there will be a video tagged to most of the topics. Click next to learn how to set your financial period 0. After which, the third topic will be chart accounts, and so on and so forth. You can also click on the getting started topic that will lead you from one topic to another. That will give you a step-by-step guide to set up your whole Realtimme system. Once you are done with the help file, close the Realtimme help file and you are back at the user control. Continue with the next training video to learn how to add in your colleague's temporary user ID and password.